We have been into this ever since 1.5 decade, and we have been doing luxury residences, offices, commercial spaces, government projects. And after doing Jamsaoli temple, I can say we have been doing a lot of temples and religious projects also. So we have been doing the development of site of Jamsaoli, except for the Garbhagriha and the Sabha Mandap, for last 1.5 years through the trust and via government also. And suddenly in mid January, the trust decided that this abandoned structure, which was to be a Sabha Mandap, will be built as Sabha Mandap in the time span of 3 months. And that's how we landed with this project. So the brief was very simple and the challenge started there. It was a massive 50,000 square feet structure that needed to be renovated in, you know, 60 days, along with having the beauty of temple in it. We did designing in this 60 days and got everything executed in that time because the date of inauguration was fixed and the CM of Madhya Pradesh had decided that he'll come on that date. जब भी आप कोई मंदिर करते हो या इस तरीके की पब्लिक स्पेस करते हो, तो आपको डायनामिक स्पेसेस डिज़ाइन करनी होती है, इनफ्लो डिवोटीज़ के इनफ्लो के हिसाब से। कभी यहाँ 10,000 लोग आ रहे हैं, कभी यहाँ पे 10 लाख लोग आ रहे हैं। द बेसिक चैलेंज हियर वाज़ टू गेट थिंग्स कंप्लीटेड इन द टाइम स्पैन एंड design for the comfort of all the devotees there, irrespective of the number. And we had a challenge that there was a structure available with us. We had to renovate it. We had to do interiors of this. Actually, there was a very little time for planning. So the first Reiki we did on site, we were seeing this structure for a long time, for a year, because we have been working with Jamsaoli Trust. But with that vision of developing it, we saw it on late night in January. Then we decided that we have to get this renovated. So the teams were already called before we could put paper on pen. And then we started designing. We sketched a lot of things. Not having views done, we started on site, as well as the office team was making views and we were working on site together. We have been doing temple for last 7-8 years now, and we are deeply into the Indian context of temples now. So taking out all those hidden memories. And Jamsaoli Mandir always has its own identity, the hugeness of God, the idol there, and the process which we required there was to make things large, magnificent. Because every temple, whatever we develop around the temple, but the main picture comes out of the structure of the temple itself. The Garbhagriha will be built over the period of time, but the Sabha Mandap would be the face of temple for next 5-7 years. So that was something we wanted to make it grand as well as simplified, welcoming, and that's something we tried to achieve during this whole project. The first challenge here was timelines. 60 days for 50,000 square feet of area. So सुनते से डर लगता है. The second challenge was the trust was very good, very helping, and had very much faith in us. So that was not a challenge. But there was a continuous line of devotees which were coming to the temple every day. So we had to make that movement go through smoothly without hurting anyone. Thirdly, we had to have materials sourced in that small time of 15 days, 20 days. So we had to, check a lot of materials which fit to our palette, as well as they are available in the market. Because roughly we needed a lakh square feet of tile. We needed a 65,000 square feet of, false ceiling to be done. And the teams having that enthu in these teams who will be, doing all that stuff on site was very much required. So the basic challenge here was timelines. जब हम लोगों ने ये स्ट्रक्चर हाथ में लिया, जिसको हमको सभा मंडप या मंदिर का फेस बनाना था, तो देयर वाज अ डबल हाइट इन फ्रंट, which was not giving the feeling of welcoming to the temple. And the trust, under the able guidance of President Gopal Sharma ji, wanted to invite devotees there. We wanted that devotees should feel like the God is calling him. So we decided to carve out stairs there. So we had to cut out few slabs, cast a whole new RCC stairs, which has now become the main feature of the building. Secondly, in the area we are living in, a very hot areas where you have a lot of heat, we wanted to bring it, cooled it down. So we used terracotta jali on both sides along with artificial ventilation, the cooling systems. So that gave us the feeling of coolness in the space. The whole palette we took inside was white, and because the god is orange there, so the god should be highlighted. सभी मंदिर में एक प्रॉब्लम होता है कि आपको भगवान के दर्शन बहुत कम समय के लिए होते हैं जब भीड़ होती है. सो वी स्टार्टेड मेकिंग फोकल पॉइंट्स फ्रॉम वेयर यू कुड सी गॉड फ्रॉम फार अवे. सो बाय द टाइम यू रीच इन फ्रंट ऑफ द आइडल, श्री मूर्ति के सामने आप पहुंचेंगे, आपके दर्शन हो चुके होंगे. Our senior architect Akanksha, Sangrakshit, Srushti, our site supervisor Jitendra, Kundan, these were always there to take backups here and there and give me that space on site where I could do the things which were required to be done there. I should start with Chamatkarik Shri Hanuman ji, that he selected us for this project. And the means by which he selected was Shri Gopal ji Sharma, the president, Ajay ji Davle, Sandeep ji Mohod, our collector. This all people, boosted us. They had the trust and faith in what we were doing because there were no views, there were no drawings to show them. They trusted our words that we are doing the right thing. And the whole team of 500 people, naming few would be, something wrong with the others, but the whole team of Naveen Infra Space did a fabulous job. CM coming to inaugurate this project on 29th, and we were working under our time, tight timelines. On the day CM came, before that hour, when his helicopter flew from Bhopal, we were painting some areas, but our team was so motivated and so devoted, I should say. They worked, tirelessly for 60 days, irrespective of, the festivals coming here and there. 500 team under, the able guidance and the contractor Naveen Sharma ji made a fabulous job doing, 50,000 square feet of tile, or doing, 1,000 running feet of railings in such tight timelines is very difficult. And the product which was all ready is, you will see the image, I suppose. But we did all this in just a short span of 60 days, even lesser. And just before handovers, there were so many things. Kal CM aane wale hai. Flowers being put here, red carpets being put there, and we are just making the final touch-ups. The paintings being hanged, the CNC is being put, the final door knobs are being there. So this all went hand to hand together, and great coordination was made there, and the event was successful. So the design dialogue is: we all have heard that man can move mountain by faith. In this project, I have experienced it. When timelines, faith, and design come together, there is always a magic. And the magic is in form of the Jamsaoli Dham temple, the Sabha Mandap we did. Jai Shri Ram. Hi, I am architect Nitin Bagani, and this is my design story.